All right. Hi, guys. I'm so glad you guys were able to hop on today. So, well, Kaylee's been on our call before, but Virginia, do you want to introduce her?
Kaylee's visiting in Germany.
Hello.
She's here
Yeah.
on the call.
Kaylee's on Virginia's team. Dee Dee, right? You hit your HLP, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome. And then, Faye, do you have anybody to introduce?
Can you see her?
No.
Okay, I promised her she wouldn't be on screen, but
Okay.
I would like to. You can't see her because she had an accident this weekend. But my mom is my newest team member. I'm so
Oh my goodness!
You guys have no idea. You guys have no idea what this means. Like, she's a believer in JP now. I think before she was just taking it to make me feel better, but she's just seeing how much it's helped her over the past couple of days, and she wanted to put in a gummy order today, and I said, why don't you just do this, because you're gonna have 2 orders already under you, so she's gonna do it.
Well,
Yay,
welcome.
Mom.
We're so excited.
Can't wait to see your face.
It's kind of banged up. She had an accident in my garage this weekend, so she's pretty banged up right now.
Oh, okay.
But it's helped her heal. She's healed fast.
That's awesome. Do you know if Maddie's getting on? Have you heard from her?
I have not heard from her today, so I thought she might be. But
Okay. Well, I have her on here. If she hops on, we'll have her share briefly. But if not, I'll just have you talk about it a little bit. Okay. Well, today is Qualifiers Day. And you guys, all of you guys that are on here know what that means. But for anybody else that's listening to the recording, that's just an extra bonus day that corporate gives us to finish up fast track promotions, finish up trying to qualify your business. They're very generous in giving us that extra day because they know we're, I guess, procrastinators, whatever. But it's just an extra day they give us, which is awesome. So if anything is going in today, if you've got team members that are finishing anything up, today's the day to just call those orders back. Nothing changes with the customer's payment. It just points count for the month before for October. So happy November 1st, Qualifiers Day. I did want to talk about promotions. I want to talk about qualifiers. So we have 5 qualifiers this month so far. Renee, Faye, Virginia, Marcia, and Kim. So congratulations to you guys for qualifying your business. If you don't know what that means, I'm going to talk about it real quick. Most of you guys here know what that means, but when you're VF, which means once you hit your 2,000 plus, you're eligible for that performance bonus, and that's a 5% performance bonus. The reason you want to get there as fast as you can is so that you're not leaving any money on the table for anybody else to get. Corporate has set the system up and the structure up so that once you earn that extra 5%, you're getting the most bang for your buck in your paycheck. So it's real important to just work towards that once you hit your VF, to just start qualifying your business with 1,000 points rolling through it each month. If you are a numbers person, then write this number down. What that means is 24 trios. Now, of course, you can count shakes. You can count orchard and garden orders. You can count tower garden orders towards that. But for the sake of keeping it simple, if you can get 24 trios rolling through your business every month, because they count them on installment points, and the installment points of the trio orders is 42, about roughly 42 points. So if you do 42 times 24, that's right over 1,000 points that will be running through your virtual office every month. That qualifies your business, and that gets you that extra 5% performance bonus on your team. Over time, your paycheck is coming from that extra 5% performance bonus, and then once you're a sales coordinator, you qualify for an extra POB bonus. So that's why it's super important to get your businesses qualified. I know most of you are working towards that. Now, at this point, if you're just a brand new 2,000 plus, or if you're a brand new VF, those 24 trios don't have to be all of yours. Those are yours, and then your dealers and your direct distributors. Okay, so you're not in it alone. You and your team together, dealers and direct distributors. Really? I'm sorry. No, that's good. Go get another pencil that has a point on it. Sorry. Guess who ate too much Halloween candy and is run down and exhausted? Yep, that would be my son. So, 24 trios. Write that number down somewhere. If you are a VF and you're trying to qualify your business, or if you've got team, just write that number down. Make it simple. 24 trios. Them, dealers, and their distributors. Now, to take it a step further, we want you to self-qualify. So really your ultimate goal is to get those 24 trios on your own, to maximize your paycheck on your own. Okay? So that's just a really simple way to think of it. But again, keep in mind, everything does count. We'll just say those Tower Gardens, those duo orders, and those shakes are just icing on the cake. Those are just gonna really just give you extra points and really give you a bigger paycheck. Okay, any questions on qualifying your biz? As leaders, I want you guys to make sure you know this so you can teach your team to do this. And then if, again, you're still new in the business, it's important to know this as well, especially if you've already hit your 2,000 plus. But we don't want to leave money on the table. Don't let corporate keep money. Don't let somebody else make that money. We want to teach you guys to get that money in your paycheck and maximize your paycheck. Okay, next thing is our customer care page. So far, I hope you guys have been able to get everybody in it. Again, don't stress on pulling people out of the Juice Plus Journey page. Just, you can do it slowly, when you have time. But really do make sure you have everybody in our One Simple Change, your Juice Plus Journey customer care page. I've asked each of our team leaders, sales coordinators and above, to take on posting something different for each day of the week. So your team leader is probably going to be talking about talking with you about that, so that you guys can be present in that page. If you've got customers in there, your customers want to see you active in there. So it's a really simple way for your customers to get good customer care from you, but by something our team has set up. If somebody posts something in there and it makes you think of one of your customers, just tag them in it. If you make a really yummy recipe and it's a nice healthy one, just throw it in the customer care page. I know today was Tasty Tuesday, so Virginia's team's doing that, and they threw a few recipes in there, but don't feel like you have to stick with that day. If you've made something and you're like, oh, I want to share this, go ahead and share it in that page. You can really share anything in that page. Or any results that you're having, any results if your customers have shared and you've asked, hey, do you mind if I share this with some of our other team, other customers? If they want to black out their name, or if you want to black out their name, that's fine. But if you've got somebody having really great results and they're willing to share, just ask them if they'll share, if they wouldn't mind sharing in that customer care page. So let's really bulk up that page. Our Team Solar page, I feel like that's being effective. Hopefully you guys are finding that effective as well. I'm trying to find things. Yes, I know sometimes it's going to be a double whammy because you're going to see it in the Shooting Stars page, and then you're going to see it in the Team Solar page as well. But I don't know. I find that it's almost better to know twice than to not know at all and miss something. So I'm trying to, if I see something important in the Shooting Stars page, and same for you guys, if you see something important in the Shooting Stars page and you want to pull it over and post it in Team Solar so that our team, everybody on our team sees those things, that's completely fine. And then what else about that page? Sorry, somebody's distracting me. What do you need?
Can I use this to open my...
No, no, that's too sharp. I will help you open your pumpkin in a moment. He didn't get to carve pumpkins last night, so he wants to do it today. And he's walking around with a big old knife. That's awesome. Okay, so the Team Solar page, and again, I love the booms and pows going in. I think those are really fun, and I love being able to celebrate those things. Something that I did want to say about that page is, I remember when I first started, and this may strike you, this may not, I don't know. But when I first started, I remember like people posting in our Shooting Stars page, or Peggy at the time had a messenger chat going on, and she was posting and other people were posting, and I wasn't like super involved in the business. I was just kind of like doing it a little bit, but I didn't really get it. And I remember being like not getting it, like confused and kind of overwhelmed at times with all the posts that were going in there. So I'm saying all this just to say, you guys may not feel this way, but somebody listening to the call later, maybe one of you do. I'm saying all that to say that I was there once too. And now, because I've just kind of stayed the course, and you'll hear so many other people say this, as they just stay the course, regardless of how fast or how slow you go and where you get when you're getting there, it doesn't matter. You just continue to stay the course, it will eventually make sense. A lot of that stuff it'll circle back around and it'll be you at some point. Because I remember Peggy would be posting, 10 orders and this was going on and new team members and booms, pals all over the place. And then her team members, my sideline buddies, were having all this activity. And I was just sitting there like, why not me? Like, everybody's having all of this stuff going on, and why not me? Hi, Linda. So I'm saying all of this to say, you can do two things with that. And I think I talked about this on the Shooting Stars call last week. You can either kind of let that get you down and be like, why not me? Or you could be like, you know what? That's really awesome for them. Maybe I'll get there soon. And if you want to get there, awesome, then let's work together and we'll get there together. But just know that I sat there too in those same shoes. If you are feeling that way, I sat there too. So you're not alone in those feelings. And I think I say this a lot, don't ever look at me and be like, oh, she knows everything, or I was just a natural, or because I'm not. And I've had to work at it. So that just kind of brings me to all of this stuff that we're doing comes with practice, comes with skill. You don't become a doctor just because you're good at it. Like you just don't. You've got to go to school. You've got to put in the work. You've got to learn a different skill set. And I just want to encourage you guys, take the time to invest in yourself. If this business is something that you want to tackle and you want to go far in, then it is going to take a little bit of work. So it's going to take a little bit of plugging in. Of course, we talk about plugging into these calls, but maybe getting, I love this book right here, GoPro by Eric Worre. It's not Juice Plus related, it's just network marketing in general. But this is a fantastic book, and there's some stuff online that you can look at as well. But he just makes it really simple. When we talk about verbiage, like saying, if I, would you, that's where it comes from. It comes from this guy right here. So if I sent you a video, would you watch it? And then the key is in the follow-up as well. Like, you can send out as many videos as you want, but if you don't follow up with them, chances are they're not going to come running after you saying, oh my gosh, that was amazing. Now, you might have a few, and those are going to be probably your buddies in the business because they just got it and it clicked. But the key is in the follow-up with him, or with the people. So again, invest in your time, invest in yourself. If you've got some time to grab the GoPro book, or Jim Rohn is another really, really great one that gives a lot of really great information on network marketing. So invest in your business. If you are wanting to take this further, just take that time to invest in your business, because it is a different skill set. Being comfortable talking to people does not look the same for every person. We're all going to do this very, very differently. But there are certain words that you can use and you can get comfortable using. I've chatted about this before, and I know I was talking to somebody today, but you're going to make up in excitement what you lack for in confidence right now when you're sharing with people. So you may not be completely confident. Some of you have been in the business for a little while, so you pretty much know a lot about Juice Plus. That doesn't mean to say that we don't still have like our the people that we're intimidated by. I don't know, they have a name. What are you guys laughing at? And you're muted, so I can't hear you.
I was laughing at her. She started giggling.
Anyway.
I just had like this urge to be like.
Yeah. Just go crazy,
I was
everybody.
trying to refrain. And
Crazy
proceed hotly.
eyes? Just do your crazy eyes. Everybody do crazy eyes. We need the crazy eyes moment.
Oh, you said excitement.
Be excited. So yes, be excited. And maybe you need to practice that. Like, honestly, maybe you just need to be in the mirror and be like, oh my gosh, I just am so excited to tell you about Juice Plus. Like, it's the simplest thing in the world. Now, again, you don't have to be me. That's
Don't do
what I
that.
taught. You don't have to be me. Do that in your own way. Do that in your own way. Ooh, more people are hopping on. Oh, Maddie's on. Good. Because we're going to get to her in a minute. Hi, Maddie. So again, practice that. You don't have to know everything about Juice Plus. You don't have to know everything about network marketing. But what you can be excited about is the fact that this is just fruits and vegetables. And you can just say that to people. Oh my gosh, I don't know. But it's just fruits and vegetables, and it's the easiest way to get it in your body, you know? So if you've got to practice that, then just practice saying that over and over and over to yourself. Okay, Eric Worry. This also brings me to the point that practicing, having good verbiage, and we'll talk about on some of our other calls about some good verbiage. But realizing that you're not doing this yourself. So those friends and family calls, I want to talk about that. I've talked about it before, but I just cannot say enough good stuff about it. So Faye, if you want to go ahead and share a little bit about the friends and family calls, or what happened with the friends and family call, because it helps to have somebody in your back pocket that knows just a little bit more than you do when you first get started. So team leaders on here, be prepared to do these with your team. And if you're brand new, be prepared to ask your upline, hey, will you get on a call with me? Go ahead, Faith.
Yeah, and I didn't warn you, Marty, ahead of time that I wanted you to talk, but I would love for you. We did a call, what was it, 2 weeks ago? A week before. It was right before St. Louis. And Marty had, I don't know, maybe 7 people on there, 5 or 7. She had several people on there. They asked questions, but I'm going to let you tell them what happened with your sister and, you know, kind of what she had said up until that point, and then just tell that story real quickly because I think it's awesome.
Okay. Well, I called her about the meeting. I mean, I had already told her that I had started taking Juice Plus, but she was kind of, I guess, upset with me because she sells Amway. And so they have this whole nutritional, where they sell all kinds of supplements. And so I told her that I went ahead and I bought Juice Plus because it wasn't a supplement, because it was a whole food nutrition. And I felt safe giving it to my kids and as well to me. And so she didn't get mad, but I could tell that she wasn't happy that I wasn't going with her products, that they were trying to show me also at the time before I decided to buy the Juice Plus products. And recently she's had some ailments. We're not quite sure what's going on. She's getting checked by neurologists and different doctors trying to figure out what exactly is going on with her. But she had to change a primary care doctor after she had heard the friends and family call. So she did join in, she did listen in, and I hadn't told her anything else about Juice Plus, whether she wanted it or not, because I kind of felt like if she wanted it, she'd let me know. And she got a new doctor, a new primary care. She lives in Houston. And the visit that they went to, because my sister's 4 years younger than I am, and she's suffering with some kind of ailment right now. We're not quite sure what it is yet. But he did mention to her and her husband that they needed to get more whole food nutrition into their bodies, more fruits and vegetables. They needed to follow a plant-based diet if they wanted to help their family avoid chronic inflammatory diseases. And of course, he started naming them and started talking about heart disease as well. He did tell them to watch a documentary called Forks Over Knives, which I went ahead and watched because she told me that was something he had recommended them to watch, which is all about whole food nutrition and a plant-based diet. And so she called me to tell me that and said she wanted to order Juice Plus. So she put in her order just yesterday, and she ordered the trio, she ordered the child study for her kids, and she ordered, well, she also has twins, but they're not 4 yet. They're only 2 years old. So she put her older kids on the child study, and then she also ordered the shakes because her husband wants to start taking shakes to work. And so we ordered them in the single serve, and her family is going to start it and try it. And I did ask her yesterday because Faye told me to ask if she was interested in possibly selling Juice Plus, which she didn't say no. They're in the process of, I believe, cutting ties with Amway. So it is a possibility, but she wants to try the product first and then let me know. So I was kind of shocked because she hadn't told me that about Amway. So if she decides that she wants to sell Juice Plus, it'd be great. I mean, that would be
And I just thought it was great because what you didn't mention was that she said to you that she started hearing, like she started replaying all the stories we shared about in the phone call as she was talking to the doctor or after she talked to the doctor. So I just think that's a great testimony to, they may not order right away, but you're still just planting all those seeds with those phone calls. So I just can't emphasize enough, get the phone calls scheduled with your upline.
That is awesome. Thanks for sharing, Madi and Faye. And it's so true. When you hear other people, it's like that third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh party validation. When you hear other people's stories, and also you have somebody on there that really just knows just a bit more and can make you feel more comfortable sharing. Like, and Madi, I don't know, this, you may have talked to your sister without the friends and family call. You might have. I don't know, maybe you wouldn't have, but this goes for anybody. Just having the availability of the friends and family call kind of puts you out there a little bit, puts you in a different comfort zone, if you will, because somebody else does the talking for you. Like you're not sharing it with them, and it's just a really nice indirect approach. So I'm so excited. Congratulations, Monty. That's really exciting. And I know you're well on your way to your 2,000 plus, which is awesome. You're doing an amazing job sharing. So way to go, way to go. Okay, 5 more minutes. I snapped a few screenshots of some verbiage I just wanted to share with you guys. So again, this is from Eric Worre as well. Hold on a second, I'm gonna mute. Okay. How to invite. Inviting face-to-face changes the game, and I'm just reading these to you guys. It changes relationships. Proximity matters. If you're close to a person, it matters. Did you ever have somebody email you an apology versus making an apology face-to-face? It's a huge difference when it comes to impact and connection. And here he does say phone calls really aren't effective anymore. Most people don't like talking on the phone. Texting has become the preferred method of communication. And it is, I think that is true. That a lot of people would rather text than to pick up the phone and call. But I feel like our situation is pretty unique, that most of us live really far away from family, live really far away from friends that we had prior. If somebody's local to you, and you want to talk to them about Juice Plus, by all means, make a coffee date with them. Get them to an event. Get them to a salad and a jar party. Just meet for lunch or something like that. But if somebody isn't, then phone calls, I do believe, are still effective for us. But texting, and I know we use Facebook Messenger as well, but if you are in close proximity with someone, text them a quick coffee. You want to meet for lunch, something like that, if you've got that in your schedule. So face-to-face, or if you can use FaceTime is very effective as well. FaceTime is super effective. So he actually talks about different markets, hot market, warm market, cold market. Your hot market is like your close friends and family. You may approach them differently than other people. Some people don't. Some people have a really good relationship with their family and they're just like, oh my gosh, you need to do this. But some other people could say that to their family, and their family, because your family knows you the best. Most of the time they may just be like, whoa, like, what are you trying to get me into? What are you talking about? It just kind of depends on your relationship with family. But when he talks about inviting hot market, which is again, family and friends, that's why this friends and family call is working, because you could say something like, listen, I just got involved in a company, or I've been involved with a company. I'm really excited about it. It's a great solution for me and my family. And then he even goes as far as to say, and don't worry, it's not important to me that you become a distributor. You become part of my business or anything like that. But one of the things that I appreciate about you more than anything else is the fact that you support me. You're my family. You've got my back. And let me tell you what would mean the world to me. Would you be willing to be my customer for even just a short period of time, just to try it out? Or you don't have to say be my customer. Would you be willing to get on a call just to hear what I'm up to? Something very, like, you're not trying to say to people, I need you in my business. Like, you need to do this with me. But just let them know that you love them, you care about them, and you want them to know what you're up to. And that is exactly what these friends and family calls are doing. Let's see. Most people invited would say, sure, no problem. And then you can practice. Getting some of this verbiage and just, again, getting it in your head and just practicing it over and over again is going to make you more comfortable saying it. And there's nothing wrong with practicing your verbiage and being comfortable with what you want to say to people and how you want to invite people. Direct invitations versus indirect invitations. I really actually like this as well. And you can say, hey, again, depending on your relationship, I've got an opportunity for you. You told me you wanted to move into a new house or get rid of that crappy car or take the kids to Disneyland, but you couldn't afford it. I think I've got a way for you to do that. Like, you're just coming up with a solution for something that they have previously told you. And then you can just say, hey, when I saw this opportunity, I thought about you. Do you want to learn some more? An indirect invitation. Hey, listen, I need your support or your advice or your input or whatever it is. Would you look at this and tell me what you think? I would love for you to just take a look at this. And you're not asking them for themselves, but you're just asking them to take a look at it because you want their advice and their opinion about it. Does that all make sense? There's lots of different ways to talk to people about it. So not one way, it's not a cookie cutter way. And again, it's going to be different, and that's going to look different for all of us as well. And then, of course, very important for all of these, when you do finally get a chance to share with someone, making sure you're following up. What did you like best? Not just saying and I think this is pretty crucial, not just saying, did you like it? Because guess what they're going to answer? Yes or no. And that kind of leaves you nowhere. That leaves you asking the question again in a different way or digging again for another answer. So you could say something like, what did you like best? And that gets them thinking about, well, what did I like best? And hopefully they'll put something out there that you guys can banter back and forth about. So we'll talk some more about verbiage, but Monty, thanks for bringing up Forks Over Knives. That's what really kickstarted me in my my health journey as well, was watching some of those documentaries. So if you guys haven't watched Forks Over Knives, or is it Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead? What's the other one? Food Matters. I think Food Inc. is another one. I highly encourage you. Those all promote plant diets and what our food system is doing to us. So those are really great ones. And it would even be a great way to have, friends over to just watch this type of movie and then be able to share Juice Plus with them too. So, okay, that's all we have time for. Today's call, Shooting Stars, is a Zoom chat. So I will, I'll send you the link, or I'll send you the
Code.
the titles. No, the code, it's in the Solar Facebook page. No, I'll send you the titles of these movies if you guys want to watch them. And then some copies of verbiage as well that you guys can practice. But again, use our Team Solar page. If you've got questions about verbiage, anything like that, just ask in there and we can all help each other out in there. Okay? All right, we'll see you guys on the Shooting Stars call. Bye, guys.
Bye.